you know, there were like ties.
Testing one.
It's working. Okay, we're ready.
All right.
Okay. Okay, that.
How many of you feel strong with your skincare classes? Like when you do your intros? Anybody? Nobody? Woo! One person. One? Yeah? Okay, you feel strong in it? Okay. Because it's really important that you're strong in it, right? Why? Because it sets the tone for everything else, right? So when you walk into, okay, first of all, I'm going to tell you guys something that's just, it's obvious. Be on time. Get there early. It just takes the stress off of you. You're already nervous probably. You're already like, you know, having anxiety because you're excited and all that stuff. So get there earlier so that way then you can, you know, just work off the excitement and then you can get into your zone, right? So once you come into the skincare class, you know, we're going to pretend that Denise is my hostess today, okay? And so when you come into your skincare class and you're doing, everybody's come in, you've greeted them, you're matching foundation, maybe some of you do satin hands. I am no longer doing that right now, but that's just me. I'm just doing what I'm comfortable with because I really want to sell skincare, right? So I want to teach them everything I can about skincare. So if Denise is my hostess, I'm just going to run through it like as if this is the class and you guys are my guests, okay? Stop me whenever you have a question about anything, okay? So the first thing I'm going to start with is always going to be a welcome, right? So you've all gotten matched, you're all sitting down, you're all in front of me, and the first thing I'm going to say is, oh my gosh, thank you so much for being here today. I'm so excited that you took time out of your day just to be here for Denise. I know Denise had spent some time to invite you guys. It took her a couple of minutes to think of all of you to come here, and so I'm just grateful that she brought you here to me and we get to meet each other. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to quickly tell you just first of all that Mary Kay Ash, she was a real woman. I know that's a shocker for some of you. So she was a real woman, and I'm so grateful for that woman in my life because she created this amazing business and this amazing opportunity. And so the philosophy of the company is God first, family second, and career third. How many of you have that in your careers right now where you work? Anybody? No? Yeah. Me. So I've worked for companies that have actually said that, but that's not really the case, right? So it's work, 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 work. So also her mission statement has always been to enrich women's lives. Do you feel like what you're doing today, what you're doing in your day job, do you feel that you are constantly enriching women's lives? Especially your own, right? And so she was a real woman, she was a powerful woman, and she created this business to give women the opportunity to rise above, okay? So the company has been around for 50 years. We're celebrating our 50th year anniversary, and that is so exciting for us. So I will tell you that when you see any of the pink Cadillacs, I know, how many of you have seen the pink Cadillacs driving around? Yeah, okay. Honk, that woman is amazing. She's done a lot of change in the world, and she's doing a lot of great things. That is a trophy on wheels. So be sure to recognize her for what she's doing. The next thing I want to do is I want to thank Denise, first of all, for hosting this party. It's so amazing that you actually did this today for me for the goal that I had. I have a goal this month to do 100 faces. I know that's crazy, but that is my goal. So I want to do 100 faces. I want to change 100 lives. I want to get people to look prettier, to feel good about themselves, right? How many of us wash our face and do everything we want to do to our face on a daily basis every day? Right? Awesome. Great. And so for those of you who don't, I was that person. Did do that, right? That was just never something that I actually paid attention to. It wasn't a priority for me. So I'm grateful for Mary Kay coming into my life and teaching me that that is something super important for me, just because it's the first thing I see is my face, right? Every day, and that's what everybody else is seeing around me. So I want to thank you for helping me because today all of you being here is actually helping my goal as well. So I'm going to go ahead and really quickly, I'm just going to ask you to introduce yourself, and I just want to know your name, how you know Denise, and just something fun about yourself, okay? So just a quick statement about yourself, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with Matthew.
Hi, my name is Maxie, and I know Denise from here.
Your neighbors? That's great. And something fun about yourself.
Something fun. I'm a mother of a 21-month-old baby girl. She makes every day fun for me.
Awesome. Okay, you guys, I'm asking questions. Why? Because the number one thing I want to do is become her friend. Okay? When I go into a party, that's the number one thing on my mind is become friends. Why? Because friends buy from friends. Friends trust friends. When we're consulting with them, they're going to feel comfortable with me, right? And so right off the bat, I'm going to become friends with her by finding out what I have in common with her. And the number one thing that's going to stick out to me, number one, is what's her personality type?
Yes.
Right there. S. Right? The first thing she said was her daughter. That was the fun thing in her life. No, just kidding. I can talk. But she mentioned her 21. So I'm going to remember conversation. Because later when I do the interview, right, I'm going to talk to her and I'm going to show her how this business can work for her in the condition of being a parent, especially to small girls, okay, because I have that experience. So you want to become their friend. So you want to pay attention to those clues because you want to know who it is you're going to be interacting with and how you're going to talk to them later, right, after you've completed your full circle class with them. Thank you, Mary. You're welcome. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is, after I've asked the questions and I've gone around, I'm going to talk about my eye story. So that I am not a stranger to you. My name is Shirley Walker, and I know Denise because I worked with her at Baptist Hospital. And so I asked her if she would help me with this crazy goal of 100 faces in just this month, and she looked at me like I was crazy. But she knew all of you, and so she invited you here. So that's why you're here today. So thank you again. And I started my Mary Kay business actually 2.5 years ago. And when I started, I had an 8-month-old little girl, just one. And I was working for the hospital, and I've been there for 11 years, and I wanted something different. I didn't know what. Lo and behold, I found somebody who was a friend of mine at the hospital that actually introduced the important opportunity that this business has, because I had heard of it. My mom had been using it since I was like 16, 17 years old, but you know, that's like old lady makeup. That's what I thought. That was what I thought, so I wasn't going to try it. I wasn't interested in anything that it had to offer. And so at that point in my life, I was actually having problems with my skin because I was having hormonal changes from having a baby 8 months before. And so I was curious, but I had never really delved into actually spending too much money on my skin as well. So I tried it, and I will tell you that in my bathroom with that lovely young lady, I was sold with microdermabrasion. So you all will get to try that today. It's exciting. So microdermabrasion changed my life, and I will always say Mary Kay had me there. So I decided that I was going to give this a shot because my husband thought I'd be good at it. Not me. But anyway, I did it anyway. I worked it for a little bit. I did what I wanted. I wasn't really putting in too much time. But then when I made a decision to come back and to actually do something with the business, here I stand as a sales director today. And so it's exciting when you make a decision that you can just promote yourself like that. How many of you can do that in your jobs? No, right? Yeah. So we'll talk later. But so we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to go really quickly, and I'm going to tell you exactly what it is that we're going to be doing today. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to try the #1 skincare cosmetic, or #1 brand in America of skincare and color cosmetics. Isn't that exciting? Are you excited? Yeah. All right. Did you think you already had that on? But you don't. So you're going to try that today, and then after you try it, you're going to give me your honest opinion on how it feels, how you look, do you love it? Like, you know, I want to get feedback. So if you're using something else, I would like to get your comparison on it. I'd like to know what's the difference between the brand that you're used to and the brand that you love to this brand because it's new to you. How many of you have tried Mary Kay before? Awesome, great, okay. So we're also going to be playing a ticket game, and I'll explain that to you later, but we always, you know, anybody who wants to ask a question or who wants to ask a question about the business, about myself, or about the company, or Mary Kay herself, then you're going to get some tickets for that, okay? So we love to give away free in Mary Kay, so that's exciting. So the next thing we're going to talk about is we're going to do, so we're going to try the product, and then we're also going to be thinking about this in the back of your head. You're going to be thinking about 3 categories that you can fall into. Because everybody here can fall into one of these 3 categories. So the first category is going to be a customer. How many of you wash your face? Yeah? Okay, great. And how many of you wear lip gloss? Okay. Mascara? Awesome. See, so everybody in this room can be a customer. We love our customers, right? Okay, so you can be a customer, so that would be great. We love our customers. We have to have customers. We have no business, right? Okay, the second category is going to actually be to be a hostess, like Denise was today. So to be a hostess, you're basically going to help me with my bookings, because bookings are the lifeline of my business. I can't have anything, I don't have anything on my books, right? So I don't have a business. So everything in this business is all about word of mouth and just, you know, talking to somebody and sharing my experience with the product and sharing what it is that I know, so that then this person can love it and then share it with someone else, right? So my entire business was built off of really one person the second time around that I came to the business, because that one woman knew 2 women that I didn't know, and so forth, okay? So that's what happened for me. So I'm grateful for any referrals you give, and if any of you want to host a party, guess what? You get free stuff. So free, who likes free? Everybody likes free, right? Yeah, I love free. So free is really, 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 it's exciting, because if you can't get something right now, because how many of us love to shop? Yeah, we all love to shop. We're women, right? So you can shop for free. So if you're on a shopping spree for free, that's exciting, right? So you can host a party. So if anybody would like to do that today, I actually have some goodies back here. So if anybody wants to raise their hand and book something with me today and do exactly what Denise did, and all you have to do is just have you and 2 other friends. You think you can do that? Yeah? Okay, great. So I'll give you a little gift. So what did I do? It's fun, it's free, and you get a gift, right? So it's a lot of fun. You're going to get free product, and you're gonna get a gift for doing it right now, for booking with me now. When you do that, you're guaranteeing that you're gonna get a booking. You're gonna remember that woman, so if Nati came up here and she came and grabbed a gift, you're gonna be like, all right, girl, I saw you, right? So, you know, at the end, she can't get away, and you're gonna be like, oh, did you like that lip gloss I gave you? Yeah, okay, great, so when do you wanna book your party, right? Okay, so after that, then we're gonna say that the third category is actually to be a business partner, okay? So you're gonna listen to the opportunity. So in Mary Kay always said that in every skincare class, there's at least 1 to 2 beauty consultants in the room, right? So I want you to just look and watch me, just with your eyes, and I want you to think in the back of your head, can you do what I'm doing? Or do you know somebody who could do what I'm doing, right? That's simple, no big deal. I have 2 legs, 2 arms, right? Nothing different. And I'm just gonna tell you exactly what I do. You're gonna see it right here firsthand, and then you can figure out whether it's something you would like to do or someone else. You could change somebody else's life with this business, just like this business changed mine, okay? So you basically told them the 3 categories, right? Why is that important? Okay, and not only that, I think that it's also when I heard that method, it was more so. It's like when you go to church or when you speak in faith, right? So you yourself are believing the fact that these women are going to all fall in one of those 3 categories. Nobody's walking out of here without being in a category, right? You can't take no for an answer. So that's how you have to think. The other important thing that I didn't talk about was, do y'all pray before you go into these parties? Anybody? Because I will tell you, the power of prayer is crazy, okay? Yes. So I will sit in my car, sometimes texting Isa as my director, you know, and I'll be like, oh my God, I just prayed and this is what happened, you know? And it's just crazy, and it kind of makes you feel more assured, and you realize that you're not in this business alone, right? Okay, so the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna talk about, you did your iStory, so then now I say, okay, so great. So now that you know me, I want you to take out your cell phones, okay? And now you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna put my phone number into your phone, because now we're friends, okay? So this is my phone number, type it into your phone, and you're gonna put my name as Mary Kay/Shirley, okay? This is so you never forget who I am. So you can go ahead and think, oh my gosh, that Mary Kay lady, all you have to do is type in Mary Kay, you have no excuse. When I contact you by text, and I say, hey, there's this great sale, and then you tell me you didn't get it, because I had to put it in your phone, right? So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna leave that out, we're gonna leave out your phones, because we're gonna have a fun game later on. And then we are also going to have a Michael Kors drawing. Who here loves Michael Kors handbags? Who loves free Michael Kors? Okay, great. So I'm going to share the opportunity that this business has. And if it's something that you like, or you think somebody else loves it, like I said before, you're going to go ahead and fill out an opinion survey for me. And that survey is going to be entered into our quarterly drawing for the Michael Kors handbag. Can anybody get excited about that? Awesome. Okay, great. So we are going to get started.
Fabulous.